Hey everybody, this is Calvin Waite. I trade crypto for a living. I'm not a registered or licensed financial advisor, planner, or broker, so nothing on this channel should be taken as a recommendation to buy or sell. I also trade all of these things, so I probably have a vested interest in there. But there's plenty of entertainment value and lots of education, so this will be awesome. For those of you who didn't know, my subscription channel is live. So look at the link in the description over at cryptoinfluencers.com and you can see how I make all of my trades and what I do and what I think about everything. This channel is for more hypothetical and looking at trends, and the other one is for actual trading. So you might be interested in that. Okay, Merry Christmas, everybody. December 22nd, the official last day to get a free $100 by subscribing on cryptoinfluencers.com on the free channel right here. Calvin Waite. I've got 124 subscribers, so we're moving. I really appreciate everybody's support. This is really, really cool. We have a smallish audience, but it is a quality audience. So this is awesome. The people that listen to my rantings about Bitcoin, I appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, just until probably tomorrow afternoon, we'll have the list. But anytime today, just if you want to sneak in at the last minute and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin. This has been a very interesting thing. If I saw a close, so let me just take out today's action. If I saw a close that looked like this, I would think we are primed for another move to the upside, because we had a bullish engulfing. We had a kind of a weak candle, but it's showing bears don't have much to respond to this kind of a move. And we came back down to the candle body here to find support. Also found support off of this little move here. Looks pretty good. I would say I'd go for a green candle. Well, what we did instead is we had quite a sell-off. And we've since recovered, which is really, really awesome. So things are looking fantastic. But why did we have this massive sell-off? Well, it's because the S&P was down a giant amount earlier today. So from yesterday's close to the low of the day, we were down 3%. That's a pretty significant move on the normal markets. We've certainly come back a fair amount since then, but S&P closed down 1.5%, and Bitcoin is looking like, because we close Bitcoin's UTC the day for the world in 1 hour. So in 1 hour, and we're about break even. Boy, I like seeing stuff like that. I like to see Bitcoin outperforming the other markets. But yeah, this is really, really nice. We kind of fell down with kind of a rough market open with the US markets. But if we come up, this will end up being even more bullish pattern than just this one alone. Because when you get a couple of days where you've established strong support, then your upside is more measured and it's more sustained. If you have these quick little supports and then launch, it still gets a little toppy once you get going. But with this, look how close we are. We are currently trading at 16,800. Our 20 is sitting here at 17,035. Less than $250 away from our 200. And we have our 50 coming in at 17,244. And it'd be really interesting to see what our ATR is. Let me just add it just really quick. So your average true range just kind of gives the number of, how many dollars are we averaging from the swing highs to the swing lows. It takes an average of close to high and open to lowest low and then open to close. It does this kind of average and figures out where, how far we swing from a close. And right now it is dropping because our candles are getting a little thinner here. And it also takes a 14-day average. So when you look at the candles in the past, it's going to bump up because of larger candles and larger volatility, but then it'll kind of die down. Well, our average true range today is $477. So a $477 move will put us where? At the 50. Like we are breathing down the neck of just an average day can get us up to the 50. And man, let me tell you how the scope and the atmosphere, the sentiment, it all really is hinging upon closing above this 50. And if we can get it, oh man, because we've already struggled. We've had a solid brick wall of yellow zone and red zone, and we're in this breakup zone. We're in white, we're in yellow, we're in red, we're kind of all over the place, and we've hit kind of one final solid brick wall of red zone, and breaking out of here. Every time the risk reward gets better, and so every time we get here, I get more excited. Is this it? You know what I mean? Because man, these things will just be, we all know what Bitcoin can do once the market structure is right. And loving this doji candle right here. Absolutely beautiful. So we'll see if we stay in a tight range. If we even go up and close near the tops of this, it would be phenomenal. There'd be absolutely nothing wrong with that. This is the type of candle that could put us there. Our difference between our high and low just from today's action. The high was 16,850, low was 16,550. So there's $300 just on this particular, this swing from high to low. So it's looking good. The other thing I wanted to point out, and this is something I almost never do, I don't really look at smaller time frames, but sometimes I will just to see what's going on under the hood, see if anything's going on. If I look at the 1 hour chart on Bitcoin, look what's going on here. It's almost been, so since the FOMC meeting, we had this downtrend, and then we had this kind of weird sell-off. It was sort of alts and everything kind of crashed down on this day. And then we hit this absolute plateau. So we've plateaued, gone fully sideways, consolidated, and then we had this last kind of a move to the downside, and it was answered by a return not only to par, but above par. We've consolidated slightly higher, which is a sign of strength, especially after a move like this. We didn't really move too far though, so we had another dip earlier today. But this low is obviously higher than this low, and now we're back up into our range again. So we're seeing increasing support and a flattening at the top. This is the makings of an ascending triangle, or at least the sentiment. The outcome would match the sentiment of an ascending triangle. So at some point, we're going to have a breakout to the upside, and I wouldn't expect us to wait too long. We've had two consolidations with two failed attempts to the downside, and the second one being weaker than the first. This is looking really strong. So I know this morning when things were falling down, I'm sure people are wondering, why did you close all of your shorts? We're not out of this yet. Well, I just see a lot of strength. I see a lot of things that are going right. And I just think the risk-reward profile is to the upside. So that's kind of where I sit. And of course, we'll figure out whether that plays out or not. But yeah, Bitcoin is going to be our driver. Ethereum's looking better than Bitcoin. It has definitely found support off of this line, and we've moved up into a tighter range. Today, we almost tested the 20, almost. And now we're kind of back into a tight range, but this candle is more bullish than bearish. We have a good support candle wick on here, as opposed to our resistance wick here. And so we're kind of waiting. We're in a real tight zone here. So anyway, because of this day, and because I'm looking at the MEXC global close, and the MEXC close doesn't look as pretty, but we're holding onto this line for dear life. If we get up off of it, it would help a lot. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum looks a little better because we have this is going to be a bullish engulfing candle if that stays there tomorrow morning. But because of that, the alts are looking good. Look how much green there is since 9 o'clock this morning Mountain Time. So alts are moving to the upside. Things are warming up. We just might get our end of year bounce that I've been waiting for and expecting. So let's look at total market cap just to see how we're doing. Yeah, so we've definitely rejected off of our 50, but since this rejection here, our 50 is dropping faster. You can see a complete change in the angle here, and that's because we just moved out of the range of all of these lows here, and now we're removing these from our average, and then things will pop right down. So we're going to level off real soon, and the total crypto market will move. If you take out Bitcoin and Ethereum, our market looks much weaker. This is definitely, we're putting in lower lows, but that's, when you are putting out lower lows and there's no fear, that's when you're ready for a turnaround. So, kind of this slow move to the downside, I feel like we're starting to level off, and there's no emergency fear sell-off. This, you could argue that it was. So alts got hit really good about a week ago, but we're stabilizing pretty good, and I still maintain that if Bitcoin and Ethereum get a little bit more of a bounce and show some strength, I think alts will come roaring back. So anyway, that's kind of the way I'm looking at these markets. I'm excited for the holidays. All the kids are going nuts, waiting with great anticipation. But yeah, I'm excited to give out $100 to 10 people tomorrow. It's been really cool. I know that. So the people that watch me are. I appreciate your comments and your ideas and thoughts. Just one final reminder, on my free channel, there is a chat button here, and you can actually open the chat. Looks like I need to fix something. But anyway, if you can open this chat, and it'll and you can put comments or give your ideas and thoughts there too. So anyway, all right. Well, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, and we'll announce the winners. We'll contact you by email and do all of that to make sure everyone gets what they're getting. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for making it to the end of my video. Make sure you keep those trades small. Don't force a trade. Don't get impatient. And if you want to see how all this works, please come over and check me out on the subscription channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. Again, the link is in the description.